8th class. When your father died, my world was altered. One might say that his influence over me grew after death, both for good and for ill. Kawara Ryuji. All I can recall from him now is his voice and the color of his wings. He rarely returned home, always leaving Mother and me alone. You did this to carry out my father's will? You misunderstand. This was not just a parting kindness between colleagues. I doubt that there's anything in this world stronger. Ugh, I gotta stop speaking before I read. I doubt there's anyone in this world with a stronger sense of duty than mine. This was his final challenge to me, and you see the result. But your refusal is hardly rational. I was trying only to grant your wish, and had you but accepted, it would be so. Are you dissatisfied with something? A world without strife where no one would have a loved one stolen from them. That is the world I wished for. I never asked for a world where the human race is killed. A pity that you did not say so 8 years ago. What absurd contract was this? There's no power in prayer. I should never have met you. Doctor, my wish ends today. Father is no longer in this world. There's no reason for you to chase after his final will anymore. Does this mean you are sympathizing with me? Oh, how I have fallen. I can feel his pitying gaze even now. Very well, the contract ends today, and I must admit defeat. It's not over yet. We must open the gate of Tartarus, in the depths of the abyss. We only have about 10 minutes until the humans come in from above. I see you are still alive, gentlemen. Mr. Leone, I bring with me all those who had taken refuge in the gym. Whoa, it's like something out of a science fiction movie. But it was built by the MIBs. Rad. Well, I guess nobody's panicking anyway. Mr. Shirogane, I will recover Sakazaki's body before I leave. Have no fear. I am grateful to you. The exit is no doubt activated by the vital signals of the researchers who worked here. Correct. Do not fear, I shall lead you to it.
Cool. The doctor is even creepier when he's being cooperative.
I do not base my actions on foolish pride or emotion. I carried out an experiment, and I have now obtained the result. I have nothing more to gain or lose here. Is that everyone? Thank God. Shall we go, Kawara? Can you stand? Yeah, but we need to bring Tosaka with us.
I think everyone else has gone outside.
Doctor, I shall not forget what has taken place here. Once we are outside, I will see that you face judgment. Your words are haughty and immature as always. Do as you please, if you can. I will indeed. Remember my face, villain. Well, who knows? I find you uninteresting, so I may well forget. I must think carefully about my plans once I am outside. I still have much research to... What the... Oh, come on. Doctor! A gunshot echoes through the room. The doctor collapses. Madness! There should still be time before the humans... Mr. Naki? A pistol in his hand. Should be Wing. He wobbles over to the doctor with the same unsteady, careless gait as always. And
This is the end of your research.
Nanaki, what? Stop! The doctor should have a fair trial once we...
A fair trial. What do you think, Doctor?
Well, I am impressed at your acuity in attacking my uninjured left side.
But of course. Thank you. Tell me, Dr. Yuwumi... No, Issa. I need to bring him back with me. That's why I've done all this. Tell me, where is Nageki?
Nanaki points the gun at the immobilized doctor. He looks quite prepared to shoot the partridge dead at any moment. Oh, is that it? I had quite forgotten. Mr. Fujishiro's brother. He was a quail.
Nageki, are you by yourself here again? You should play in the park with everyone else.
I'm fine. I would just get tired. Isn't talking to me a waste of time, Hitori? You've been busy recently, have you not? I know we're short on money.
It's not something you need to worry about. We adults are working hard to make sure you don't have to worry.
You're a child too, Hitori. You're only 5 years older than me, after all.
You don't think I should be working?
No, that's not what I meant. I can't do anything. I at least want to stay out of your way.
It's not about whether you're doing anything or not. You're part of the family, and we need you.
That doesn't help. With my body like this, I can't work or go to school. That's just how it is.
You're thinking too hard, Nageki. Let's go pick some millet in the yard. It's almost dinner time. A full stomach scares the bad things away, right?
September 2nd, 2180. Hatoful House, where the rest of the war orphans and I lived together. I was always a little better at studying than the others, so I teach at the local school to help make ends meet. Going to work and coming home, every Friday we all gather together and have supper. There are children who go to school, there are those who work like me, and children like Nageki who stay home. Our family is a patchwork of ages and lives, but we always get together on this day. What should we have? We might have enough left over, or we could pool our money and buy something. I had more work than usual last month, so I got paid a little more than usual. I'll get something nice. I'll head home and see what everyone wants first. But this day was different. Our home was surrounded by security vehicles. It's an attack by the Human Liberation Front. We can't let anybody in. We sent 2 human negotiators, but they were shot. We're going to storm the place. Get back, it's dangerous. Hey you, are you listening? I remember angry shouts coming from every direction, but I couldn't tell what they were saying. The only things I could focus on were the gunshots from inside. Today was supposed to be our day. No one has ever been missing on a Friday before. No one can disappear today. We have to be together today, no matter what. When I went in, the gunshots had stopped. All that was left were corpses in ruin and... Everyone is covered in blood, immobile. The humans, the security forces, and my family. What did we do? We had nothing. Our parents and our homes had already been stolen by the humans. All we had left were each other. Why did they have to keep stealing from us? Why? Hitori. You were outside. Good. Nageki, you're alive. Everyone else? I see. Nageki was hiding in the innermost room. He must have heard everything from the inside his hiding place. Human corpses are scattered throughout the room. Nageki, were you afraid? I'm sorry. It wasn't your fault, Hitori. I wasn't there when you needed me. Don't apologize, Hitori. I don't know how I could live if you were gone too. When I found him then, I didn't notice, but none of the human corpses in that room had been shot.
This will be our home from now on. The house is too big for just the two of us.
Right.
It's a little lonely.
Yes. Hitori, what should I do? Isn't there anything I can do to help?
You just have to be happy and well. Don't push yourself. We'll find something for you to do, okay?
I noticed almost as soon as we'd moved out of Hatoful House. He was never very healthy to begin with, but he was getting worse and worse. What would start as a slight cold would turn into a high fever and go on for days. It was painful to watch. Was it really just his weak body? I couldn't do anything.
We should get a doctor, Nageki.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Nageki, wait. You still have a fever. Don't worry about the dishes. I'll take care of them.
I told you, I'm fine.
Don't. If you just say how you feel outright, I'll feel better too, Nageki, okay?
But
how about this? From now on, I'm fine isn't allowed.
What do you...
Whenever you say you're fine, you never are.
Okay.
Go to bed for now, okay? Tomorrow I'm taking you to a doctor.
This is highly unusual. Nageki has a genetic condition which impairs his immune system.
Impairs his immune system?
All living creatures inherit defense systems against viruses and the like from their parents, and we call them the immune system. But Nageki's is abnormally weak.
And that's why he gets sick easily?
Indeed. He can become infected with diseases that bodies such as yours or mine would fight off easily. It is probably best if he avoids going outside, as that could bring him into contact with more dangerous viruses. He could become seriously ill with little or no warning.
Please, can you cure him? I will find whatever money it takes. He's the only family I have left.
I understand how you feel, but as I said, his condition is hereditary. I have never seen anything like it. I'm sorry, but I can't help him.
We went to many hospitals, and I talked to many doctors. They all said the same thing. I can't help him. Someone, please, Nageki. Anyone. I'll do anything. We had all been alone, but we found a home together. And it was taken from us. And now this. Someone, please help us. Soon after the start of 2183, a letter arrived. It was from a researcher at the St. Pigeonations Medical Institute, a Mr. Isosoma. I've received a report about a boy named Fujishiro Nageki from a doctor at a certain hospital. I believe I know what his condition is. It is extremely rare, so my fellow researchers and I would be grateful for a chance to assist in curing it. We hereby invite him to come study at St. Pigeonations. We believe that solving the riddle of his sickness will bring great advances to all of bird science. The medical center will pay for his tuition. St. Pigeonations is a school of great prestige. Our curricula and facilities are among the best in the world. Our medical center is located on the school grounds. We propose that he live in the center out of concern for his delicate health. He will have access to professional medical expertise at any time he should need it. Please consult with the rest of your family, and if you are interested, please contact me at the following address. I will be waiting. Issa Soma. This is amazing, Nageki. I'm glad we went to so many hospitals. I never expected an invitation like this.
I don't want to go. I want to stay with you, Hitori.
But you'll be able to go to school. I can only teach you what I know, and there's a lot that I don't know. You'll be able to make friends. The doctors there will help you with your illness, so you won't have to be sick.
Do you not want me here, Hitori?
Of course I do, but I'm worried. If you were to get really sick, I wouldn't be able to do anything. I think it would be better if you stayed with the doctors. I'll be lonely by myself, but I can wait until you're better. Become strong, Nageki, and then come back here. I'll wait for you, however long it takes.
Okay.
And so, Nageki enrolled in St. Paginations. There had been a lot of us at Hatoful House, and after that I was with Nageki. I was lonely living by myself for the first time, but I was more worried about Nageki. I hope he makes good friends, but he's never been very sociable. At least he will have an easier life there than here. And most importantly, they'll be looking for a cure. The summer of that year, he sent a lot of letters home. I'm going to be undergoing intensive treatment over the summer. I wanted to come home, but they said this would be better for me. How are you? I'll write again soon. I asked Dr. Issa about a meeting, but he said no. I'm not the only one here with an unusual illness, and they have to be very careful about who comes in. Summer's half over now. Is it hot out? The basement of the center is always the same light and the same temperature. I miss you, Hitori. I'm fine. I'm fine, Hitori. Don't worry about me. I was worried. Nageki hadn't told me he was fine since he promised not to 3 years ago. What are they doing to him? Are they doing something bad to him? I tried calling Dr. Issa, but he always replied with, "Progress is good and everything is fine." If everything is fine, why won't they let him talk to me? I snuck into the medical center. I need to know if he's really alright. He said that he was undergoing intensive care in the basement. That must be where he is. How do I get there? I need to the entrance to the basement?
English!
That was when I heard the alarm. I could hear urgent footsteps and the sound of wings. This building has all the most advanced equipment. They must have noticed me. But I was greeted at the corner not by guards, but by panicked researchers. All shouting the same thing, all heading for the exit. Fire. Fire. What? A fire. Subject 0 has set a fire. Call the fire department. Black smoke rolls toward me from the inner corridors. Nageki. Where is Nageki? Nageki, say something, please. Where are you? It's happening again. Nageki needs me, and I'm not there. I always leave him when he's in pain. The smoke is clogging my lungs with its foul stench, but I run onwards anyway. Nageki is there in a room filled with fire. Nageki, it's me, Hitori. I'm here to save you. Hitori. What happened? What did they do to you? Come on, we have to get out of here.
I'm sorry.
His face is clouded. He shuts the door, and I hear the lock click shut. Open the door, Nageki.
Hitori, I can't go outside anymore. I can't live anymore.
What did they do to you? I'm a fool. All this time I thought you were getting better. Thought you'd come home cured. I should be the one apologizing. Nageki, please.
Come home with me to our home. Listen, Hitori. I recorded everything that happened here and hid it in the library. It's wrong. This is the only way to stop them. What are you talking about? We can talk later. I can't let you die. Can you do me a favor, Hitori? Anything. Please. Please. Make sure that there's nothing left of my body. And... Uzune Hitori. I had heard that he died after the fire, but it would seem that our investigation was lacking. It is hardly easy to change your name and face.
Nageki. He's calling. He's calling me, you know? Isa, I came to greet Nageki. Where is he?
I see you are losing hold of your sanity.
I'm serious. I've been waiting for this from the beginning. He told me what you were going to do to him here. But then you closed the facility. I've been waiting for this, Isa. Waiting for you to open this place again. Ever since I joined the faculty. He's still here, isn't he? Nageki.
There were indeed some pieces of him left after the fire. They would have degraded in mere hours had I left them. If it pleases you to call those bits of meat Fujishiro Nageki, I will not attempt to stop you. But those pieces have already been transferred to Mr. Kuwara's body.
You won't die just yet, Isa. Don't worry. Don't worry. So tell me, where is Nageki? I have to take him home now.
If by Nageki you mean what was left of him after the fire, then it is Mr. Kuwara's liver. The cells from his body that contain the charm virus. They are now inside Mr. Kuwara, parasitizing him.
Oh, is that it? I see. Thank you, Isa. Just hang on a little longer, Isa. I need to ask Nageki what he thinks we should do with you.
Mr. Nanaki comes over to me, the same soft smile on his face as when he teaches class.
Can you hear me, Nageki? I'm sorry I made you wait for so long. I'm here now.
Sir, it's me, Kuwara Ryota from your class. Please, snap out of it. I don't know what has happened in the past, Nanaki, but this is not the time for such foolery. We have only a few more minutes before the humans enter the school grounds. It won't take them long to find this place.
Could you move over there for a second, Shirogane? I need to talk to Kuwara.
Points the gun at Sakuya. Sakuya, he's serious.
It's too noisy in here. Come on, Kuwara. Let's go into that room. Just the two of us.
What are you thinking? Are you planning to lock yourself in? Open the door. Open it, I say.
Isa said he's in your liver, didn't he? Where is the liver, I wonder? Do you know, Kuwara?
Sir, Nageki would never want this. He stares thoughtfully at my stomach, a knife in his hand. My body feels weak. I think I must have put too much into that fight earlier. I won't be able to resist.
Nageki, 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 can you hear me? I've come to save you again. Where are you? Tell me. What part of Kuwara do I need to cut open to find you? Nageki, 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 Nageki.
Sir, listen to me. He moves the knife from one place to another as if making an estimation. He's going to...
Oh, I see. It's hide and seek. I'll look as hard as I can then. Just a little longer. We'll be able to go home in just a little bit, Nageki. Together.
Stop it, Hitori. The knife is stuck deep into the wall under my wing. I can hear Nageki's voice, but I can't see him. The voice is coming from inside me.
Mr. Kawara.
Mr. Kawara, let me use your body for a bit. Okay, go ahead. Can you hear me, Hitori?
Of course. I've talked with you every night. You told me, Nageki. Told me to come get you. Told me to exact revenge on Issa.
No, Hitori, that was not me. I never told you to do that. Have you forgotten what I asked you to do, Hitori? Second thing.
I remember. Of course I remember. So let's go home.
Listen, Hitori, I am no longer here. I can no longer go home with you.
Who said that? Oh, I see. It was Issa, wasn't it? Only he would say something mean like that.
No, it wasn't him.
Don't worry, Nageki. I'll take care of him in a minute. Don't worry.
Hitori, I never asked for you to come for me. I never asked for you to exact revenge. Who was it?
Nageki.
It was Nageki. I died because of you. You abandoned me here. I never wanted to come here. It was you who killed me. You killed me. You killed me. You killed me. I will not forgive Hitori.
I'm sorry, Nageki, but I know that no apology will ever fix it.
Sir, what? There is a shadow in Hitori's heart. His own shadow pretending to be mine. Come for me, Hitori. I'm here.
I know. I don't want to be alone. I don't want you to be alone.
You will never forget me. You will live with me. You will live with your sin forever.
That's what you want, isn't it? If you want me to carry this pain, I will, Nageki. I won't ask for forgiveness. I won't.
He's crying, tortured by his own shadow.
I'm sorry, Nageki. I'm sorry.
Hitori, I don't want you to be in pain. He's trying to destroy his feelings of guilt. He wants to be saved. If you're here, his pain will go away. Help me save him. Yes. Hitori, I was tortured by them here in this place. It was terrible. Issa and the others should die in pain. All of them should die. As long as they live, my pain will never disappear. Mr. Nanaki. Revenge will solve nothing. Sir, you and Nageki both lost those most important to you to strife. You should know best of all people that revenge helps no one. Brings no happiness, only pain.
If I hadn't been there, Nageki would have died. Or would never have died. I was never there when he needed me. I'm sorry, Nageki. If I had been better, this never would have happened. Everything would have been fine if you'd never met me. If I hadn't been there, you never would have felt pain.
Sir, why? Do you think he was sad? The time Nageki spent with you was his greatest treasure. I know how wonderful it is to be together with loved ones too. Nageki is glad to be with you, sir. There is nothing to regret. Come with me, Hitori. Look at me, Hitori. You're only my voice, Hitori. I will tear your heart to pieces, and that when it heals, I will tear it again, and again, And again, that is your punishment. It will be wonderful to live with me again. Wonderful. Hitori. Blame no one. Blame yourself no more. Please, Hitori, listen to me. The voice you hear is that of your own shadow. You haven't been hurting yourself all this time. Stop blaming yourself. I don't want to see you in pain. You asked me for 2 things, Nageki. The first was, come save me, so I... Listen to me, Hitori. My first wish was for you to make my body disappear from this world. As long as I live, as long as my body remains, someone will try to use the Charon virus. That virus must disappear, and my body with it. It will bring only sadness as long as it remains.
You asked for one other thing. You asked me to take revenge on Dr. Issa, on all those who brought you pain. Yes, I need to grant this wish. I need to...
Hitori. My second wish was... No, Hitori. That is not my wish. Remember, Hitori, remember my final wish. It's not about whether you're doing anything or not. You're part of the family, and we need you. That doesn't help. With my body like this, I can't work or go to school. That's just how it is.
You're thinking too hard, Nageki. Let's go pick some millet in the yard. It's almost dinner time. A full stomach scares away the bad things, right? What a beautiful sunset. I guess it's autumn already. Are you cold, Nageki?
I'm fine. Hitori. It would be easier for you without me, right?
Why do you think that?
I heard you and the others talking about it. Medicine costs a lot more than food. You're paying for it out of your salary, right? If you had that money for yourself, you could buy better food. You wouldn't have to work so much. So you would be better off without me.
Don't say that, Nageki. I don't care about fancy food or free time. You're more important than any of that. You mean more to us than you think, Nageki. You were very young when you came here, so maybe you don't remember, but losing family is hard. I want us to stay like this, watching over the people I love, forever. So listen, maybe it looks like I'm working for just you, but it's for me too. Seeing you happy makes me happy.
Thank you, Hitori. I just wish I wasn't such a burden to you.
Stop that already. You've never been a burden to me. Here, have some millet. Eat well and sleep well too. Let's hope for good dreams, okay? I hope we can stay with everyone like this forever.
Yes. Yes. My second wish was, live, Hitori. Live and be happy.
Nageki, I can't be happy. You're gone. I can't be with you anymore.
Look at me, Hitori. I want you to live. You don't have to feel guilty for me. I couldn't tell why I was still here. At first I thought my remains, the parts of me that are inside Mr. Kawara now, were keeping me here. But I don't think so now. I think I was worried. Worried that you wouldn't be able to keep going alone.
I can't, Nageki. I can't go on without you. I don't want to live without you.
We've stayed here for too long, Hitori. We have to move on. Don't worry, we'll meet again somewhere, sometime. Mr. Kawara.
Thank you.
Kawara, are you unhurt? Yeah, I'm fine. How unexpected. If it were me, your insides would have divulged themselves and their secrets long ago. Nanaki, I will not forgive this mad... Don't worry about it, Sakuya. That's already over. We need to get out. We're already out of time. Indeed. Nageki was kept frozen here, right, Doctor? Indeed, he was. The facility was sealed off, so it was hardly difficult to keep people from snooping around. I'm staying here with Hyoko. What are you saying, Kawara? Come with us at once.
I see, Kawara.
I thought you would say that. The Charon virus has by now colonized your body quite completely. Were you to leave, any humans you encountered would suffer a painful death. What? Was this your plan all along, you conniving physician? Surely there is a way to remove the virus. Alas, that would be impossible with current medical technology. Once established in the body, it is quite tenacious. Even if we were to remove the tissues from Mr. Fujishiro, Mr. Kawara would still carry the virus. Madness, lunacy! The same goes for Mr. Saka's damaged brain. It is currently preserved inside a glass jar, but just barely. Indeed, given Labor 9's behavior and subsequent damage she was dealt, there is no guarantee that her personality and memories are still retrievable.
With current medical technology, anyway. Shirogane, let's go outside.
Do you mean to leave Kawara here? How deep does your selfish nature run?
Well, we'll come back for him. It's impossible now, but one day we may be able to remove the virus from his body. I think that Nageki would say the same.
Well, Mr. Shirogane, I think perhaps you would do well to respect Mr. Kawara's thoughts on the matter. I feel as if this one day has brought an entire lifetime's worth of fatigue. I just want to rest for a little while. I'm worried about Mother. Sakuya, could you tell her I'll be back one day? Listen, Kawara. A label. No. I never go back on my word. No matter how long it takes, I will come back for you. I swear. So, promise me, please. Promise me that you'll leave this place with me alive. Right? I promise. I'll be waiting for you. Sure a lot happened today, Hyoko. Does this mean we're finally getting into recap mode, Ryota? I'm half sick from being stuck out here, not even knowing what's going on. Yeah, I guess you only got to see bits and pieces of the story. Yep, so will you fill me in, please? I guess we have plenty of time for it. I'm going to miss eating udon, but having you here makes things a little better. Right? Where do I start? Everything that's happened, what's happening now, and everything that might happen one day. We have plenty of time to talk about it after all. Whew, boy, this was a long time coming. I started this God knows how long ago. A year and a half, maybe more. And now finally, it is coming to a close. This has been Hatoful Boyfriend, a dating sim about pigeons, and what a freaking wild ride it has been. Holy crap. I love this game. Unironically, I love this game. No birds were harmed during the making of this game, except for, you know, all the ones that got murdered. Damn it, Shu. And yeah. But we're not quite done yet. Oh, no, 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 no. This true ending here can be obtained with only a few specific other endings being gotten. But if you get every last ending other than, of course, this one, there is an epilogue. Madness! Why, if it isn't my darling little brother, salutations! You scum, you villain! Explain yourself! Why are you still alive? Why? Well, for starters, I could never bring myself to leave all the ladies sad and alone. How much must you mock me before you will be satisfied? Hello again. Leon. Truth be told, Leon here gave me an antidote. I was loitering around on the border between life and death, and he pulled me back up in a miraculous revival. But he said he was going to recover your body. I do not recall saying I was going to recover his corpse. Lunacy, madness, inconceivable. Give it back. Give back to me the time and mental energy I spent mourning you. You mourned me. I'm flattered. Gah. You can't stay long, Sakazaki Yuya. It's time to set out on our next bright and massive mission. This is your chance to regain the department's trust. Roger that. Let's go, sexy and suave.
Cuckoo! Oko-san is felt smooth.
What the hell? I think that's supposed to be Oko-san smells food.
There's deliciousness nearby.
Black bean Donna.
Cuckoo? Angel, do you have food?
Where did I? God, the demon spores encroach again.
Cool, stick 'em up. Oko-san demands your beans or your life.
So you appear, bone-white bird of bean eating. By the oath of old, join me. They're still going at it.
Hello, Shirogane. How are you?
Why are you, of all people, pushing Iwamine's wheelchair? I would never have expected to see you two together. Taking responsibilities for injuries dealt to another party by tending to them seems to be a natural enough reaction to me.
I need to apologize somehow, don't I?
If you change your mind and decide it's time to exact revenge again, I have never met either of you, understand?
Come on, Shirogane. That would never happen. Probably.
I wonder. Or how wonderful. I can feel the suspense in the air. Somehow I feel like attempting to apply ethical guidelines to either of you is completely futile. Anyway, I needed to talk to you. I have the results from the experiment the other day. And there were no problems. Not at all. It was a perfect success.
Well, I guess that means it's time, doesn't it?
I have the date. If you can come, please do. Mr. Kawara, Miss Tosaka, can you hear me? Morning is almost here. Wake up, Kawara. Tosaka, I told you I wouldn't go back on my word.
Thanks for playing.
So there you have it. The epilogue of the true end of Hatoful Boyfriend. Of course we have Shu with his cleaver, and Yuya, and Sakuya, and Ryota, and Nageki, and Nanaki, and Angel and Oko-san's over here running around like he always does. This has been one hell of a ride. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this series. It has finally come to a close. Now I must think of something to replace it. What a bummer. My longest running series. Oh well. We'll see what happens in the future, shall we? But wait! There's more! I forgot. There's actually stuff in the gallery and archive that we have not seen. Let's take a look at those, shall we? Of course, have Oko-san, and the Scarecrow, Labor 9, Leon JB. God, I love this picture. Single feather. And we have Hitori, of all people. Along with Issa Soma. His hair is so Does he not have a ponytail? What the hell? This is weird. And Kawara Ryuji, in case you were wondering what he looks like. And of course, thanks for playing. So there's that. And in the archive, we still have 6, 13, and 14 to look over. The Spanish influenza, an acutely infectious strain that was pandemic in 1918. Approximately 600 million people were infected, and of those, approximately 100 million died. It claimed the largest number of lives in the shortest period of time of any disaster during the human era. From information found in remaining records, the pathogen itself is thought to have been a derivative of avian influenza. Bird flu. The Hartful House Incident. The Hartful House Orphanage in Area L9, Section 6 was attacked by the Human Liberation Front terrorist organization. The terrorists barricaded themselves inside, taking the residents hostage. 11 residents were killed during the incident, and 8 officers died storming the building. 2 residents are known to have survived, but their current whereabouts are unknown. So that would be Hitori and Nageki. I am trapped here, as always, but I noticed something new. It seems that I can move freely along the vertical axis. After napping today, I awoke in front of the lockers in the chemistry room. If I remember correctly, the chemistry room was directly below this room. Am I able to move myself up and down through my own will? And that actually comes into play in the sequel. Yes, there's a sequel to this game, and I will be playing it eventually. One of these days. Again, thank you for watching. This has been a long and enjoyable road, at least for me. I hope it was for you too. And until next time.